At some point in life, many of us wake up with a quiet like you're functioning, you're responsible, you're doing everything that needs to be done. Yeah, to the best of your ability. But inside, something feels off. Something is not it's not fitting properly. Something is not giving. And it's not like you feel lost, no, not exactly. You just don't feel located. You just don't feel spot on, if you know what I mean. And the question you don't quite know how to ask, or we don't quite know how to ask ourselves is, well, what is happening to me? What's going on? Like people will say, everything that happened for you. What is it? What's happening? You know? But yeah, if you've ever felt this, I have. And so I want to say this clearly to you this new year, as it's still new like this. Sis, bro, you're not lost. You're becoming, you're growing, you're transitioning. So let's redefine lostness. You know, I like saying lost and finding and actualizing. We often interpret lost or confusion as failure. We think that clarity is proof of maturity, faith, or discipline. But that assumption is wrong. No, the time that confusion is that. Most confusion is not the absence of direction. It's the presence of transition. It's not the time it's absence of direction, but the presence of transition. And so you feel unsettled because the version of you that worked before in the season you're coming from no longer fits the life you're currently living or the season you're transitioning into. There? Now, why does that happen? It's simple. Life does not unfold in a straight line. It unfolds in seasons. It unfolds in seasons. And each season demands almost a different version of the same person. An upgrade. And what served you in survival or whatever season you're coming from may not sustain you in your current growth. What built you in preparation might frustrate you in expansion. So, if you're finding yourself feeling that way, I'll tell you again, you are not lost. You are transitioning. And like I like to put it, we are all in a finding and actualizing season. So you will find yourself transitioning for any actualization. So when your old answers stop working, it doesn't mean you're broken. When the solutions you knew before are no longer working, doesn't mean you're broken. It means your life is asking a better question. Think about it. The discipline that once gave you structure now feels. The discipline that once gave you structure may now feel suffocating. The ambition that once drove you may now feel empty. The faith language that once carried you may now feel incomplete. Incomplete. That tension is not rebellion. It is growth trying to speak. It is seasons trying to emerge. It is you being drawn to your season of finding and actualizing. So, what is this channel about? What is this series about? This series is for people who are functioning but no longer fulfilled. People who are had got it before, but they ain't got it no more. People who love God, work hard, show up for others, but you know, hmm, I just not feeling quite located. So, people who quietly wonder if there is more alignment possible. Finding and actualizing is not about reinventing yourself every year. Finding and actualizing is not about reinventing yourself every year. It's about learning how to locate yourself honestly in every season and respond with wisdom instead of panic, instead of that urgent need to follow everybody and be the New Year resolution in the same direction you were heading before, even though you're feeling like something is off. Hmm? Even in scripture, clarity often followed movement, not the other way around. Abraham moved before he fully understood. I get it. Moses questioned before he was convinced. Esther discovered purpose inside pressure. God does not always explain, He often reveals as you walk. So if you're watching this reel thinking, I don't know what's next, please follow me and breathe. Breathe. Done? You done? You don't need to force answers. You need better questions. Better questions. And you need permission to acknowledge that you are changing, for crying out loud. You are changing. So, remember, you are not behind. You are not confused beyond repair. I am telling you, you are not behind. You are not confused beyond repair. You are not failing at life. You are not failing at life. You are standing at the edge of a new understanding of yourself. You're standing at the edge of a new understanding of yourself. Standing at that edge. So this series exists to help you and me first, and all of us to find and then actualize. Finding and actualizing. Find and then actualize what this season of your life is asking of you. What this 2026 is asking of you. What will 2026 demand of you? Who you need to become? So welcome to 2026 and welcome to Finding and Actualizing.